Cześć, witam serdecznie. Zanim zaczniecie oglądać, kliknijcie subskrybuj kanał, zostawcie łapkę w górę i komentarz. Będę bardzo, bardzo wdzięczny. Rozpoczynamy kolejne zadanie. Zadanie główne, które da nam dostęp do zadania drugiego dla Petrusa, czyli do naszego towarzysza. Sekret Księcia. Tutaj troszeczkę, powiem wam, jak wykonamy to zadanie, trochę punktów reputacji stracimy dla Telmę. Jesteśmy z nimi przyjaźni. Mam nadzieję, że ten status na mnie tutaj nie spadnie. I musimy to zadanie zrobić, żeby rozpocząć zadanie Cierpienie Konstantina. Dopiero po ukończeniu tego zadania będziemy mieli dostęp do... będziemy mogli zrobić to zadanie Próba Wody, zdaje się. Także te zadania są troszeczkę ze sobą powiązane. No wam, że sobie to nie patrzymy, to może zbieram, ale jestem takim graczem, który lubi to robić. No, jesteśmy na miejscu.
What can I do for you?
I've explored many ruins on this island, ruins that after careful scrutiny were built by the congregation. In one of them we found a journal that made reference to your guild. This document, as are the buildings, date much further back than the arrival of the Bridge Alliance a decade ago. These discoveries raise a good many questions, questions that my cousin would like you to answer.
I understand. All the same, we are in a difficult situation. We are bound by the pact. I could eventually overlook these engagements if you would perform a service. Commander Fernando, who holds the port of San Mateus, has problems with certain members of Teleme. The bishop that accompanies you on occasion could without a doubt tell you more.
I won't hesitate to speak to him about it.
Solve these problems, and I will reconsider the validity of the pact. I will answer your questions. Anything else?
O kurczę, ale mamy
I need to be
tutaj...
going. Until we meet again, Admiral.
Czekajcie moment. Poczekasz, spotkasz członka rady. Spotkaj się z Glandenem, przywódcą rady. Przypytaj Petrusa na temat problemów nautów w Telmę. Przypytaj dowódcę Fernando na temat problemów z Telmy. Dobra, czekajcie, my się tam przenieśmy tutaj. Po drodze... Ale Petrus jest... dobra, Petrus jest ten... Ikmet, a tu jest... okej, tutaj. San Mateus. Zrobiłem to tak, dlatego że Petrus jest tutaj w obozie. Stwórz drużynę, weźmiemy Petrusa. Dlaczego ja mogę z nim rozmawiać?
My dear child, what can I do for you?
Zapytaj go o problemy nautów w San Mateus.
I had a meeting with Admiral Cabral concerning what we found in those ruins. She said she was bound by a pact that kept her from answering questions on the subject.
The Naughts are nothing more than mercenaries of the oceans. I suppose that she wants something in exchange.
Effectively. She told me that her men posted at San Mateus met with some problems, and she advised me to speak to you. Does that make sense?
I believe I see what the Admiral is speaking about. Or rather, who. A few of our zealous brothers are overcome by their faith. You already witnessed it for yourself at San Mateus. They look with a wary eye at all those who do not swear faith to Teleme, and refuse to express their faith openly. It is possible they have decided to target the Naughts. We will need to speak with those on Teleme lands. And of course seek out the Bishop Domitius.
No dobra.
I'll see you later.
Take care.
Czekajcie, mamy tego Petrusa, to nam się chyba tutaj te punkty... A mamy to wszystko. Dobra. 441. 4. poziom. A gdzie 4. poziomu nie mam zręczności? Wytrzymałość 3. O kurczę. Ale ta zbroja jest lepsza od tego, co mamy. Dlatego, że jest nieulepszona, praktycznie ma takie same... Ale nic nie daje nam w zamian. Mam odporność na magię. Dobra. A, gdzie mamy cały czas włączoną to światełko, nie? Tą lampkę. Ale powiem wam, że to chyba trochę parę FPS-ów zabiera nam. Bez tego światła jest troszeczkę... gra trochę szybciej działa. Muszę otwierać te skrzynie, bo muszę zbierać amunicję. Amunicję możemy kupić u handlarza, wiem, ale tam jest jej niedużo, mało. 5 sztuk amunicji, 6. Także no, musimy latać od handlarza do handlarza. A tak zawsze w skrzyni tutaj znajdziemy 1, 2 sztuki amunicji. O, 2 sztuki, także spoko, nie? A co jest przecież... jest podobne do Vasco.
Hello, sir. You are from the congregation, are you not?
Indeed. Desarde. Your admiral has sent me here.
Pleasure. You may call me Fernando. I am the port commander here. What might I do for you?
Your admiral informed me that you've been having problems with a few citizens of Teleme. What more can you tell me?
Problems, huh? We're up to our necks and sinking with problems. Yeah, I even received threats to my own person. One of those high and mighty long robes dared walk upon my docks with talk of burning me at the stake. Burning me? Then 2 of my men up and disappeared, and I do not believe in coincidence. I wanted to ask for help from the Mother Cardinal, but she did not answer my requests for an audience. The games of politics are not my forte, and investigations even less so. Find my men, I implore you. More questions?
Dobra, będę sprawy zaginionych nautów.
I've got everything I need.
Fernando and the Admiral are close. When she was captain, he was her chief mate. She trusts him completely. That's why she put him in charge of the management of the port of San Mateus.
We should talk to some other sailors at the port. If some of their comrades have also disappeared, they may be able to give us some information.
Wiecie co? Pójdźmy tutaj. A co to jest? Zbadaj sprawę zaginionych nautów, a tutaj mamy przypytaj biskupa. Co to? Aha, bo tu mamy... Dobra, to z jednej to samo zadanie. Ale tutaj mnie nie było, wiecie co, pójdzie... Nie wiem, nie chcę, żeby mi nam coś przypadło, więc... No, tą część mapy w ogóle nie mamy nieodkrytą. No, przesuńcie się, panowie.
Good day. I'm looking for several sailors, some naughts that disappeared a few days ago.
Sorry, that doesn't ring any bells. but I did hear talk like everyone else on the port, but that's all. You should ask the mage inquisitors who have taken up lodgings here of late. They must have certainly seen something. We see them everywhere, and they spend their time spying on all that moves, especially eyeing all that the Knots are up to.
And what do these mage inquisitors look like?
They wear a very peculiar symbol.
We cannot question all the inquisitors roaming around the island.
No nie możemy. Czekajcie, ale tu sobie chyba jeszcze... A, tu nie ma nic. Oj, co to było? Aj, stój.
These buildings are the property of Knots. No one is authorized to enter.
Dobra, będziemy musieli jakoś tam wykombinować, żeby wejść. Czekajcie, bo to jeszcze jakiś NPC jest do przepytania.
Good day. I'm looking for two men, Naughts, that went missing a few days ago. Do you know anything about them?
Why? As a matter of fact, I do. 3 or 4 days ago, I was at the tavern having a conversation with a sailor, a nice fellow. He was telling these stories. He was drinking hard. He went outside for a moment to... you can imagine. And well, he never came back. He wasn't that drunk to have passed out. If it were that, we would have found him. No. Something happened to him. That's a fact. But I would be at a loss to tell you what.
If one of the sailors disappeared as he came out of the tavern, that is where we should go. If we find inquisitors there, they'll certainly know more than the ones we see here.
Wiecie co, pójdźmy jeszcze pogadać z biskupem. Bo tam też nas gra prowadzi. No chyba musimy nawet tam iść, bo nie ma innej opcji. No przynajmniej mamy mapę odkrytą do końca tutaj. O, tędy nie przejdziemy. Nie wiem, czy pamiętacie ten odcinek, jak ten stwór się tutaj palił. A to ten.
What do you want from me, my son?
Sir de Sardet, emissary of the congregation.
Ah, the congregation still has the uncanny gift of surprising us. I am Bishop Domitius. I represent the Order Luminous on the island. What can I do for you?
I believe you have a few problems with the Naughts who reside in the port.
We have problems with all matter of heretics, my son. And of course the pagan Naughts would be among them. They are very secretive and have all sorts of strange rituals that they keep to themselves under cloak of mystery. The sorcery they employ to guide their ships is drawn from nature, just like the sorcery used by the natives. And to top it all off, and this is where it stings, we suspect them to be at the origin of the Malachor.
Whatever do you mean? How?
Have you ever once crossed paths with a Naut suffering from the blood plague? Why are they spared? The only logical reason is that they are at its origin, calling upon various cursed rituals. It's as simple as day. I am certain that we will find clues of their rituals and their pagan idols in their stockhouses in the port.
What a nest of absurdities.
What other reaction would you expect from those responsible for the curse that afflicts us?
Very well. Let's just agree that these rumors need to be verified.
Anything else?
Dobra. Wracamy z powrotem tam, ja pierdziu. Że mnie tyłek boli od tego siedzenia. Muszę się położyć chwilę, bo... No ale odcinek nagramy, no, nie martwcie się. Teraz idziemy tutaj znowu, masakra. Czekajcie, który będzie szybciej, chyba tędy w prawo. Dużo łażenia w tej grze i dużo łażenia po tych samych trasach. Gra dla wytrwałych trochę. Przyznam szczerze.
We're approaching the tavern.
If we want to eavesdrop on conversations, we should be discreet.
Znaczy jak dyskretnie? Tutaj? Tak?
You again. Why am I not surprised to see you implicated in this story of surveillance?
I have no idea what you're talking about.
A witness told me that you and others of your order seem to be spying on all comings and goings in the port. 2 Nauts were captured not long ago. You had to have seen something.
You are mistaken, my son. You've been misinformed.
You know I have Mother Cardinal's ear. Is she aware of your initiatives?
I do not appreciate this attempted intimidation. But very well. Since you insist, these Nauts were arrested. We were forced to interrogate them to bring to light their pagan rituals.
It wasn't a sanctioned arrest, was it?
No. The Mother Cardinal is not aware. Not yet. But as soon as we have succeeded in making them talk and they have confessed their heresy, she...
Of course. Where did you take them?
The Coin Guard has lent us their jails and some men. We do not normally like to call upon the services of these brutes, but we have need of their skills and discretion.
These Inquisitors really don't realize the consequences of their actions. We will have to proceed with caution.
Woli nautów więziennych. Więzionych chyba, tak? Wróć. Nie tędy droga.
Good day, Desade. How can I help you?
I met the representative of the Ordo Luminis, and he spoke of his fears concerning the Nauts.
That hardly surprises me. That man is full of pride and arrogance, and sees evil wherever he gazes.
That bishop is not made of milk and kindness, but his questions are intriguing. He suspects you to be somehow responsible for the Malachor because you never fall prey to it.
Responsible for the Malachor? And how?
Through your magic. Some sort of ritual. Do you use a magic very similar to that of the natives?
I have nothing more to say about it. Those are merely the fantasies of a lunatic. More questions?
Thanks. I've got everything I need. The commander will probably not tell us anything more about the Nort's secrets, but the documents at the Harbor Master's office may teach us something new, if we can stay discreet.
No, czyli wracamy tutaj, no. Nie. Czekajcie, spróbujmy wejść do tych drugich drzwi. Przydałoby się, żeby... A, mama, ja tędy nie jestem w stanie w ogóle przejść. Cholera. No czekajcie, zła droga. Tędy nie damy rady. No czekajcie, bo ja nie chcę, żeby mnie zobaczyli. Co będziemy musieli się podkraść. A, goś długo tam stoi. Myślę, że byśmy mogli tam się... Ajajajajajajaj. Dobra, wczytajmy grę, bo stracimy reputację. I tak pewnie stracimy, ale... Oj, uwaga, bo goś tu idzie. Ale tylko, że ja nie widzę teraz, gdzie on jest. A chyba czegoś takiego nie ma jak ciche zabójstwo. Wiecie, reputacja minus 8. Minus 1, co ja gadam. To nie, to tak bez sensu. No. Kurde pieczone, no co jest? On w tej z powrotem chodzi? Ja cię pierdzielę. No cały czas się tu patrzy, cholera, tak by nas widział. Słabo to wygląda. Nie chcę tracić reputacji. Ale chyba nie będzie wyjścia, chyba że go zabijemy. Strasznie szybko się kuźwa goś odwrócił. Nautowie podejrzliwe, widzicie? Cholera. Z nad nami. Weźmy się składamy. Jak stracę jeszcze jeden punkcik, to wczytuję to. O cholera. Tam jeszcze jeden punkt reputacji, to jeszcze może niedużo, no ale... Wiadomość dla nautów odpowiedzialnych za ochronę magazynów. Należy koniecznie podwoić liczbę straży w najważniejszych magazynach. W okolicy zauważono osobników podszywających się pod inkwizytorów. Na pewno próbują dostać się do środka. Zachowajcie ostrożność i nie pozwólcie nikomu wejść do magazynów. Przebywać mogą w nim tylko nautowie. Nasze tajemnice muszą być chronione za wszelką cenę.
That way we'll know exactly what the Norts are hiding from us.
I can assure you we're not hiding anything reprehensible. But if you absolutely want to check it out for yourself...
Czego muszę wyjść tymi drzwiami? tu jest jeszcze? Nie, to się nie da wejść. No tak bym wpadł, widzicie, tu by chodził ten strażnik w tym momencie z powrotem, to byśmy znowu stracili punkty. No czekajcie, czemu mi tutaj gdzieś gra kieruje? Aha, teraz tam mamy iść. O matko, czuję, że kolejne punkty reputacji polecą. Kurczę, nie kojarzę tej lokacji za bardzo. Nie, to tędy nie. No to jest dłuższa droga. Ajajajajajajaj. A, jeden diabeł.
And what can I do for you?
That will be all.
Tu jest niższe piętro, dobra. Nie tu, wróć. Czy tu kurczę nie przejdziemy dalej? O kurde, możemy tu wchodzić?
Halt! You have no authority to go any further.
And if I gave you this, so that you might go and have a little fun?
In that case, I could certainly look the other way for a while. But be discreet.
Mamy kasę, to trzeba używać. Jej, nie?
Thank you. Thank you for getting us out of there.
Those inquisitors are completely mad. They tortured us. They wanted us to admit to all manner of horrors. Stories of some demonic cult and curses of Malachor. I was of the firm belief that they were going to kill us. But you must make haste. They are planning some sort of wickedness.
They spoke of a great purification. And after that, they did this to us. It doesn't bode well. Not at all. I heard them talking about their headquarters near the palace. Maybe you'll learn something there of interest. Thank you again for freeing us. We'll be able to make it back to port on our own.
We need to discover what is behind this talk of purification before they can execute their plan. And we should probably find out more about this secret first. If we do not discover anything reprehensible, we will have an easier time convincing the Mother Cardinal to intervene.
A, no wracamy na tam. Czekajcie, bo tędy to nie przejdę. No, tam pilnowało dwóch strażników. Tutaj nie, też nie tu. Przejścia, więc nie wiem, czy tam mamy radę w ogóle przejść bez utraty znowu reputacji. Cholera. No widzicie, to będzie ciężko. Nie przejdę tędy, przecież jak? Chyba, że tu jest jakaś... A, wiecie co, byśmy tędy przeszli? No tędy nie przejdę. Ale spróbujmy. Aha, czyli taki strój możemy mieć z szablami lub... O matko. Dobra, przybierzmy się. Chyba, że wiecie co? Chyba, że sobie pożyczymy strój od jakiejś innej postaci. O, właśnie. Znaczy ja mogę ściągnąć swoją... Nie mogę tego ściągnąć? A, no tak, żeby nie było, że nasza po co chodzi goła, to my nie możemy tego ściągnąć. Dobra, muszę kupić pancerz z takiej frakcji, żeby nie stracić punktu reputacji. Jest to w sumie dosyć ważne, wiecie, i nie chcę tego pomijać. Bo wiecie co, zróbmy cięcie, żeby nie przedłużać tego odcinka. Dobra, udało mi się zdobyć pancerz, w zasadzie nawet 2. Pancerz strażnika i tutaj nawigatora z tymi symbolami, więc nie wiem, czy mnie teraz przepuszczą, czy nie. Zobaczmy to, jak to zadziała.
Halt! These buildings are the property of Norts. No one is authorized to enter.
Step aside, guard. I am Captain Vasco, and I am under the orders of Admiral Cabral herself. We are here to inspect this house of wares.
Thousand pardons, Captain. I didn't see your ink scars. Enter, if you please.
No i proszę, udało się. O to właśnie chodziło. O, czekajcie, bo tu jeszcze jakaś skrzynia jest. Z monetami. Proszę jak najszybciej naprawić krzyk delfina trójzębu. Trzeba także wymienić barometr, ponieważ ten na pokładzie nie jest odpowiednio precyzyjny. Załoga nie była w stanie uniknąć burzy na czas, co kosztowało nas utratę żagla. Dyskrecja nade wszystko, obserwują nas inkwizytorzy, admirał Cabral.
I've already seen this type of engine in my uncle's court. It's used to spy upon the stars.
These objects are called sextants. Looking at the heavens through them, we can determine and track precisely the course of our ships.
Nothing magic nor impure therein. They're nothing but measuring instruments. These machines are extremely complex. I've never seen anything like this. This one looks like it has a shouting dolphin etched into its side.
I wouldn't begin to know how this one works. It's a new model, invented recently. It's designed to measure the depths of the oceans. It's extremely useful.
And that? It looks like a thermometer. And this other machine, does it really predict the weather?
The second instrument is a barometer, and it does indeed predict where the weather is going to be. Nothing magic in it either, I can tell you that.
Czy jednak...
These instruments are incredible and I would be hard-pressed to use them. But I certainly see nothing magic in here. Nor anything diabolical. For as long as they work and are really used, these instruments seem to be the product of science. And I've definitely found nothing related to the Malachor, nor a secret sect or cult. This Domitius has let his imagination and the taste of Nort's secrets get the best of him.
I don't think you realize the importance of what you have just seen. These instruments allow us to dominate the oceans and discover new worlds. Keeping this secret has enabled us to remain the only ones capable of navigating the high seas.
Everyone just thinks you use a magic of your own.
We were the ones that spread that rumor. It harms our reputation, but protects us from competition.
And this story about the Malachor?
I have no way to explain why we don't catch it, but we're not responsible for it. I truly hope you'll reveal nothing of what you've discovered in this place.
Znajdź dowody. No Tutaj nie ma żadnych dowodów.
Now our priority is to discover what this great purification is.
Czekajcie, tutaj jeszcze coś mamy. Gdzie to mamy iść? Dobra. Ładnie tu. Fajny posąg. Pytanie, czy ja tutaj też mam się przebrać? Niższe piętro. To chyba nie tutaj.
Let's see if you can ward off this fate!
Kurczę, dziwne, że nawet nie straciłem punktów reputacji tutaj. Oczyszczanie nautów rozpocznie się, gdy tylko ci, których mamy w naszych więzieniach, złożą zeznania. Będziemy mieli wystarczający dowód, dzięki któremu przekonamy matkę Kardelinę, aby pozwoliła nam działać. Najwyższy czas pozbyć się tych heretyków, którym pozwolono swobodnie pałętać się po naszych miastach. Do tego czasu zachowaj dyskrecję. Znaleźlibyśmy się w nieprzyjemnej sytuacji, gdyby nasz plan został ujawniony zbyt wcześnie.
We must meet with the Mother Cardinal urgently. Only she can put an end to this madness.
Dobra, wracamy. Na szczęście jesteśmy na miejscu. Gdzie to? Dobra, zobaczmy, czy tutaj coś jest. Nie. Trochę mało doświadczenia się już zdobywa za te zadania i powiem wam, że trochę długo to wszystko trwa.
Yes? I would like to have an audience with the Mother Cardinal to discuss the discoveries made during our investigation.
What is this about, Domitius?
Well, I don't rightly know.
You see, Eminence, Bishop Domitius has brought to my ears his order's accusations concerning the Nauts. According to him, they practice a religion close to those of the natives and use a nature-drawn magic. They would also be implicated, therefore, in the appearance of the Malachor.
That is an extremely serious accusation.
Effectively, considering the accusation is founded on no proof other than the Nauts' tradition of secrecy. But these suspicions have pushed the Order to extreme actions, risking the fragile peace of the island. The Ordo Luminis captured several Nauts, locked them in jails rented to them by the Coin Guard. They were tortured with the singular goal of forcing them to admit heresy. They obtained nothing. If I had not intervened, these men would be dead.
Is this true, Domitius?
Some of our brothers undoubtedly misinterpreted the evil. I would have never allowed such a plan.
These Nauts are now united with their captain, and I am certain they would be most eager to bear testimony. Following up on the accusations of Bishop Domitius, I wanted to verify for myself what this was all about. I went to take a look at their storerooms and saw what they contained.
And are you going to tell them? You know how vital this information is to us.
Your secrets have already nearly cost the lives of your own men. It's time they were revealed. There were neither idols nor objects of any ritual, nor even anything magical, and absolutely nothing that could be attributed to the origin of the Malachor. I found nothing but measuring instruments and diverse navigational machines. I caught wind of a ridiculous scheme planned for the port by the Ordo Luminis, and I wanted to clear it up. I was able to get my hand on documents that effectively detailed an attack. A great purification. They were signed by you, Father, and included a contract where you enlisted the assistance of the Coin Guard to attack every Naught building and make prisoner of every one of their men that could be taken alive.
Domitius, how could you? Whatever did you want to accomplish?
The Naughts are not believers. We should not be dependent on heretics.
Have you gone completely mad, Domitius? We are on an island. How could we not be dependent on the Naughts? I want them arrested. Him and every member of his order. I will decide at a later time their fate. I thank you for bringing this business to my attention. Going after the Naughts. What madness. Without you, this city would now be drowning in chaos. Carry my best wishes to your cousin. His desire to maintain the peace on the island honors his house's reputation.
I will tell him, Your Eminence. Until we meet again.
Ta reputacja +1, ale nautowie żeśmy stracili reputację nautów. Niestety trochę słabo. To jeszcze nie jest koniec zadania. Sekret Księcia. Poinformuj admirała Cabral o sytuacji.
Your Eminence, I salute you.
Sir de Sardet, what can I do for you?
I must leave.
None.
Dobra, nic. Dobra, gdzie to mamy iść? Gdzie ten admirał Cabral jest? Tutaj?
De Sardet, what can I do for you?
I've settled the problem in San Mateus. Several of your men were imprisoned by the Ordo Luminous. The misguided brothers planned to attack the port. I had them arrested. They should no longer be a threat to you. The Order thought you to be heretics because of your tradition of secrecy.
The secrets. They often cut both ways. Therefore, I'm going to reveal to you another. We discovered this island nearly 2 centuries ago. A few decades later, we sold the discovery to your nation of merchants. Then, our closest allies. We transported some lords, men and merchandise. They began to colonize the island. The lords revealed themselves to possess a tyrannical nature and began to exploit the lands with a deadly passion. Their actions provoked a revolt of the natives, but also the very workers and craftsmen they had brought with them. The magic of the natives of Tir-Fredee was awoken. Beasts came out of the woods and destroyed the new cities. Only a handful of lords and armed men were able to make it back to our ships. The losses were enormous. The humiliation, devastating. Your princes paid us well to keep their secret. They continued to make the occasional expedition. You are, in fact, a product of one of them.
What are you saying?
You must have had your doubts. You are the child of a native. You were born on one of our ships.
The child of an islander. But I know who my mother is, and...
I understand how difficult this is to hear. And I wouldn't know why your family has kept this from you all this time. In the end, we decided to sell the secret location of the island to other nations. The congregation, in spite of its fears, could not keep away. And here you are again. I am sorry for the shock I have caused you. You asked me for the truth, and now you have it. Anything else?
O
I need to
matko.
be going. Until we meet again, Admiral. I can't
Ale
believe
kuźwa.
that for all this time, I've been fed lies. Did Constantine know? I must go and see him.
My child, I understand that this revelation is upsetting. I wish I had the right words to comfort you. In any case, you do not have to be ashamed of your ancestry. This island is at the very core of all our fates.
To chyba najdłuższe zadanie, jakie do tej pory rozgrywaliśmy. Nie chcę spoilerować, ale z tym naszym kuzynem to będą tutaj różne akcje jeszcze.
You couldn't pick a better time. I've been taken with jitters like a cat on a midday roof.
What are you waiting for with such anticipation?
I took your advice, you see? I've summoned one of these crows! He has been examining me for nearly an hour. I just barely escaped a purge. But I was given the mandatory bleeding. I so hate their little knives.
And so then, our venerable doctor, what is the verdict? The blood is black.
Constantine, is this your blood? Constantine, answer me. Constantine, stay with me. Constantine. There is a chance that he is in error. It might be something else. I'm going to die.
No, Constantine.
I will die, like your mother, and the others on the continent. I am dying. I don't want to die. I don't. Not so soon. It's so good. Cousin, I don't want...
Constantine, I'm here. Pull yourself together. Out. Everyone out. It's an order.
Thank you, cousin.
There now. Are you better?
Lepiej, tak, od razu mu lepiej.
You won't leave me, will you?
I'm going to find a cure, I promise you.
Didn't you promise the same thing to your mother? You know I'll be dead before you find one.
Don't say that. I will succeed. I've already some promising trails to explore.
I don't know, cousin. The tidings are so awfully dire. I'm afraid. I'm so afraid. I doubt the reason for your visit was to console me in my tragedy. Tell me, what brings you here?
It can wait. It's nothing that can't be dealt with later.
But please, whatever it is, it will take my mind elsewhere.
I was able to get the whole story out of the Admiral in exchange for a service. As our investigation was leading us to imagine, the congregation did once attempt to colonize the island. The Nauts discovered it some 2 centuries ago and brought our people here a few decades later. But the enterprise to colonize the island failed completely. There were a great many bloody battles. Few colonists survived. The princes preferred to hide their defeat and paid the Nauts to keep the secret.
That they hid the fiasco from the world, I get. But that my father said nothing about it to me.
That's not the most shocking part of the story, believe me.
What do you mean?
The congregation continued to make expeditions to the island with the help of the Nauts. According to the Admiral, my mother came from the island and was brought back. I was born on one of their ships.
What? But... that means you are not...
Your dear cousin? No. All the lies we've been fed since our tender childhood. The fable told that I'm the spitting image of my dead father lost during an expedition. God, I don't know what to think, Constantine. Why did they do that to me?
I don't know. It's another one of their sly and dark orchestrations. Some vile intrigue. If it is of some comfort, no matter the true story, you will always be my dear cousin. You have always been the only one to care for me. You are my only friend. That's all that matters to me. Keep this discovery between us. No one needs to know. My aunt adopted you after all. Bring in the others. Let us speak of different concerns. That's enough bad news for one day.
Nautowie reputacja +1. Sekret Księcia. Misja wykonana.
Kurt, what is...
Dismissed, soldiers! Leave us. We have much to say.
What is going on? I don't appreciate this attitude, Kurt. Must I remind you that these men all answer to me?
Times change, Your Highness. Or rather, they're about to do so.
Is that a threat? What are you hoping to accomplish? Don't tell me.
Silence! We have little time and none to lose.
Kurt, what are you talking about?
The commander of the Coin Guard is here in New Serene at this very moment. He's preparing a coup d'etat. In the 3 cities of the island, our men are going to eliminate the governors and their entourage.
This is madness. How?
How? You'll go down as easy as plum pie and cherry wine. Standing behind every one of you is one of our men. You have entrusted us with your security. You are completely at our mercy.
Then why did you send your men away? And why are you telling us all of this?
I've known you both for a very long time. Too long. I've come to know you. To respect you. And I've never reneged on a contract. These orders go against all that I am. A cold-hearted mercenary, definitely, but never a traitor. And so now you are forewarned. You must take action.
Thank you, Kurt. I will not forget this. Constantine, we need to get you to safety as well as your counselors.
But I want to...
What? Take part? You can barely stand up. No. We must take you into the cellar.
If I've completely understood what you've said, Kurt, the governors of our cities are also in danger.
Yes. If you want to keep your allies, Your Highness, you also need to warn them.
No ładnie.
Correct. We cannot let them fall into the hands of these traitors.
I will find the means to send them a messenger. Do you know where to find your conspirators?
It would seem I should be one of them. They are counting on me to eliminate both of you. The most urgent matter is to get our hands on the commander and his 3 lieutenants. The others are doing nothing but following orders. If we cut off their heads, they will fall into rank.
I always knew you were a good man.
Don't make me change my mind. We'd better be off. Now.
Ale się kurwa tam to wszystko pozakręcało. Kurt idzie z nami i weźmiemy kogo? Vasco? Vasco ma 900 punktów życia, Kurt ma 2500? O kurde, Vasco jest sobiutki. Broń jednoręczna, broń biała i broń palna. Aha, bo tu mamy frakcje. Nautowie, stopień zaawansowania związku przyjaźnie, premia przyjaźń i intuicja. Przyjaźnie rzemiosło, tu mamy wigor, tylko tutaj mamy stopień zaawansowania związków. Nie wiem czemu tam tutaj tego nie daje. A tu mamy jeszcze poziom 30, poziom 27. Aha. Premia przyjaźni wigor, nauka i charyzma. Weźmy Petrusa.
We'll certainly have to fight some traitors at Torsten's behest on our way to the cellar. Stay on your guard.
Stay behind us, Constantine. You're in no condition to fight.
We must also think about the advisors, including your professor. And then we have to rescue Lady Mirange.
We must hurry before the guard can act.
Moi drodzy, kończymy ten materiał. Kurczę, godzinny materiał. Jedno zadanie żeśmy wykonali. Tutaj te nasze relacje są takie średnie. No, chciałbym tutaj Sojusz Mostu i Nautowie podwyższyć, ale no nie wiem, czy się da. Przydałoby się. Moi drodzy, dzięki za grę, dzięki za łapki, suby, komentarze. Trzymajcie się. Hej, hej, hej.